As the Ukraine conflict in 2021 progressed into its 27th and 28th days, the pursuit of de-escalation and diplomatic breakthroughs became imperative amidst escalating tensions. This article delves into the significant events of these critical days, highlighting the evolving dynamics of the conflict, diplomatic initiatives, and the urgent need to address the deepening humanitarian crisis. The complexities faced by all parties involved underscore the importance of sustained international engagement to achieve lasting peace in the region. Day 27. De-escalation efforts and humanitarian concerns. On May 4, 2021, the 27th day of the conflict, de-escalation efforts and growing humanitarian concerns shaped the landscape of the conflict. De-escalation efforts. Amidst escalating tensions, renewed efforts were made to de-escalate the conflict. Calls for an immediate and comprehensive ceasefire grew stronger, emphasizing the urgency of halting hostilities and returning to the negotiating table. Regional and international actors intensified their diplomatic engagement, working towards finding a sustainable solution to the conflict. Humanitarian concerns. The humanitarian crisis deepened as the conflict persisted, leaving a devastating impact on the civilian population. Displaced persons faced dire conditions, including limited access to food, clean water, and healthcare. Humanitarian organizations continued their tireless efforts to provide aid, medical assistance, and psychosocial support. However, the scale of the crisis demanded increased international support and resources to address the growing humanitarian needs. Diplomatic engagement. Diplomatic engagement remained pivotal, with mediators and envoys working to bridge the gaps between conflicting parties. The focus was on reviving meaningful negotiations, addressing the root causes of the conflict, and finding common ground. Regional and international actors emphasized the importance of dialogue, compromise, and respect for Ukraine's sovereignty. Day 28. Diplomatic breakthroughs and regional cooperation. On May 5, 2021, the 28th day of the conflict, diplomatic breakthroughs and regional cooperation offered glimmers of hope amidst the challenging circumstances. Diplomatic breakthroughs. Diplomatic efforts yielded positive outcomes, with breakthroughs achieved in negotiations. Conflicting parties showed willingness to engage in substantive dialogue and explore avenues for a peaceful resolution. The emphasis was on finding compromises, establishing trust, and working towards a sustainable peace agreement. The international community welcomed these positive developments, encouraging further progress in the peace process. Regional cooperation. Regional cooperation played a significant role in managing the conflict's wider implications. Neighboring countries and regional organizations intensified efforts to enhance security cooperation, engage in dialogue, and address shared concerns. The focus was on preserving regional stability, preventing spillover effects, and supporting Ukraine's path towards peace and stability. Humanitarian support and assistance. The urgent need for humanitarian support and assistance remained a priority. International organizations and humanitarian actors continued their efforts to provide aid, medical assistance, and psychosocial support to the affected population. Coordinated action was essential to ensure access to essential services, alleviate the suffering, and support long-term recovery and rebuilding efforts. Conclusion. Days 27 and 28 of the Ukraine conflict in 2021 represented critical periods marked by de-escalation efforts, diplomatic breakthroughs, and growing humanitarian concerns. The pursuit of peace required sustained international engagement, collaboration, and a commitment to addressing the root causes of the conflict. To achieve lasting peace, all parties involved must demonstrate unwavering commitment to dialogue, compromise, and the resolution of underlying issues. The international community's continued engagement, diplomatic initiatives, and provision of humanitarian aid are crucial in creating an environment conducive to negotiations and supporting the affected population. Resolving the Ukraine conflict demands comprehensive negotiations that encompass political, economic, and social dimensions. Rebuilding trust, promoting reconciliation, and safeguarding the rights and security of all individuals are essential for a sustainable peace process. The path to sustainable peace in Ukraine requires collective efforts, with the international community playing a pivotal role in supporting negotiations, providing humanitarian aid, and facilitating long-term reconstruction and reconciliation. Only through genuine dialogue, shared commitments, and sustained cooperation can the Ukraine conflict be resolved, bringing an end to the suffering of the Ukrainian people and paving the way for a future of peace and prosperity.